for tuning in to another moment with B. Okay, so this video is basically going to be about Valentine's Day. Yes, you guessed it. Okay, because it's just like the season and everything, and everyone's talking about it. If you go on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, it's all about Valentine's Day this, Valentine's Day that. Are you going to be single on Valentine's Day? Are you the side chick? Are you the main chick? Are you a 9 to 5? Are you the weekend? You know what I'm talking about. So I just thought I'd just jump in that bandwagon and basically do something that's a bit relevant. Yeah. So I'm going to be doing a love tag. So we're just a bunch of questions where I'm going to be answering, and they are in front of me, so I'm going to be looking over there again, just in case you're wondering why I'm looking over there. Okay, so the first question is, what's the funniest / weirdest / most embarrassing breakup you've ever had? Okay, so I don't actually quite remember the details because it was quite a long time ago. I was dating a guy, and at that point of our relationship it was a bit rocky, and I think he was just looking for a way to get rid of me, a best way to dump me. So we were in Stratford, Westfield, and it was in public, obviously. So I think he had my phone for some reason. I don't remember why he had my phone, but he was going through my Facebook messages, and then he came across a message with me and my ex, a different guy whom I dated, from when we didn't even know each other, and he made it a big deal. He made it, you know what, I never really understood that day. I didn't understand why he was making such a big deal out of a message that was sent when we weren't together. I was basically talking to an ex-boyfriend, and he had a problem with it, but I wasn't talking to the ex-boyfriend at the time. It was messages that were from the past, and he came across them, and he had to go at me for those messages, and I couldn't really understand why, because it was like, nigga, you need to chill, that's my ex, like what's the big deal? And we're in public, and you know, words were exchanged, and he wasn't really happy the way I was speaking to him, same way I wasn't really happy with where you're going for my phone, honey, but he did that. So we kind of like became really at each other, and it was very, very embarrassing because we were in public, everyone was watching us, like we were just talking, and we didn't even care at the time where we were, and we were just talking, and then we kind of ended up in a very, very embarrassing squabble, and let's just say it got messy, and that was just the worst. And yeah, funny enough, we kind of did get back together after that, but we broke up again. That's why he's my ex right now. But yeah, so the next question is, what's the worst thing you've ever done on social media when it comes to your ex? Okay, so this is actually going to be a funny, crazy story. Okay, so when I was young, disclaimer, I was young. I was like young and just stupid and just adventurous and whatever. Okay, so I was dating a guy, and this is a different guy. And I was really, really young, by the way. I think I was about 16. I know, dating at 16, it's like, you shouldn't be doing that because you have no idea what you're doing. Okay, so I was seeing a guy, and okay, so we were in a few months into our relationship. So what I decided to do was create a fake Facebook account. Yes, I did that. I looked for a picture of a hot girl from another website, few pictures, put it together, created a fake Facebook account, added him, added other people just to make myself look like I was legit and stuff. And you know, like, I just been practicing my acting skills. I didn't really see nothing wrong. Like, I was just, you know, just talk you through what happened. Okay, so I made a fake Facebook account, and then I slid into his DMs, yes, and I was just basically messaging him saying he's nice, I see him around, because I knew the college he was going to. So I basically just lied and said, oh, I see him around the college area, yeah, I like his swag. I was just, you know, gassing him up a little bit just so he can, you know, respond to my messages, because I wanted this to go as far as possible. Because the whole point was for him to fail, damn it. Like, if I'm gonna message you, I'm gonna try to make sure you actually have interest in me. I'm not gonna just message you for the fun of it. So I messaged him, and he messaged me back and forth. We spoke for about 2 weeks, and by the way, guys, I had everything planned out. I had got myself a new phone, a different number, ready for the day when he asked me for my number so we can speak on the phone. I had this all planned out, okay? So anyways, he finally decided he wanted to speak to me on the phone after speaking through text messages or through Facebook for like about 2 weeks. And then I was like, oh my god, listen, my strategy for acting was so on point. I wasn't even Nigerian, I wasn't even African. That's how much thought I put into this. I didn't even want to be African. I would think I was from the Caribbean or something. I was trying to sound all Caribbean-y I don't know what y'all sound like, but you know, I was just trying to talk different. So when he called me, I was first of all like kind of shy. Oh my god, he's gonna clock me because obviously I'm his girlfriend. He's gonna know it's me talking. So I was trying to change my accent. I was doing the most, let me tell you now. Like, I was actually just talking on the phone and just trying to act like I was somebody else. I'm so scared that he was gonna find out that it was me, but I don't think he did. So we were just talking, and then finally we got to the point where he was like, he really likes me, like as a person, and he wanted to basically meet up. And you know, I'd be catfishing out here, so I'm not trying to meet up. This is not the plan. The plan was not ever for you. This was meant to be a cyber relationship. I wasn't supposed to meet up with nobody. Of course, if I was going to meet up with him, it would obviously be me, and I'm not Jessica. That's the name I gave her, by the way. Her name was Jessica. And I was just like, how am I gonna get out of this? So I just always used to give him excuses like, oh, I'm going to college, or I'm not going to be around, I'm going to church, I'm traveling. I think he started to clock on that I wasn't the person I said I was, but we kept in touch, we kept speaking until one day. But long story short, I gave myself up. I was like, this is too much for me. I can't keep doing this one life here, one life there. Like, I'm not Hannah Montana, okay? I can't be doing 2 double landers or whatever. So I gave myself up. I basically just called him up and I was like, you know, Jessica, you know, the girl they're talking to on Facebook, yeah, I know everything. You thought, what? Are you guys friends? You said you're friends. I was like, friend? You wish we were friends. I'm the same person. It was me, okay? And he was like, wow, you're weird, you're this, you're that. I think he didn't take it bad, but he was like, you're crazy. And he started moving like, oh, I already knew it was you anyways. I was like, okay, why are you asking me if it's my friend then? He was like, well, I knew that you were behind it, I just didn't think it was I was like, whatever. If it was a situation where it was actually a real person, you would have carried your bum to Woolwich to go and meet the girl in whatever, and you know, I would have been like, side chick or whatever, like. So you fell hard. He felt hard, and he wasn't trying to admit that he fell. He was like, oh, I already knew what you was in. Lies. But that's the story of the most weirdest thing I've done, or that might have been the craziest, I think. But anyways, yeah, that was it, and it was fun. I really enjoyed doing that because he was a bit more cautious when people add him on Facebook. He'd just be like, is that you again? No, honey, it wasn't me this time. What would your ideal Valentine's Day consist of with a budget of £50? £50? A budget? I mean, okay, we can do this. Okay, so let me first of all give myself a scenario because I don't know who I'm. Okay, so with £50, that means I'm in a relationship with a guy, and that has to be the fact that we've been in a relationship for a long time. Now, this particular question brings so much topics into my head. The first one being that girls sometimes say, I can never date a broke guy, or I can never date a guy that has no money, or I can never date a guy that cannot afford to buy me the nicest things in life. With this particular question, it's kind of funny because I really won't care. £50, you can do a lot with £50, to be honest. If there's 2 of you, of course you can. I mean, you can go to cinema, you can go, I mean, Black Panther's out now, hey, it came out today, so we can go and see Black Panther. You know, I've still got my student card, even though I'm not a student anymore. They don't gotta know that. We just pretend we're students and stuff, and then we can get a nice little ticket to go and see a movie together. And then, you know, we don't even have to buy food. We bring food. I bring food to cinemas. I've got to keep myself awake, guys. I have to bring food. I'm not gonna buy cinema food because I'm not particularly fond of cinema food, but I will bring my own food and we will enjoy. So yeah, we're gonna go to a little cinema date, and you know, just something we can afford, because £50, you can do a lot of £50. You know, I consider myself quite a frugal person anyway, so I can make that money stretch. I mean, it will stretch. You'll be even wondering, Dad, are you sure it was only £50? We can work with it. I mean, I'm not really like a fussy person anyways. As long as I know that the love is there, we don't have to spend too much. We don't have to go to Dubai, or we don't have to go to Greece we don't have to do all of that. So we can just keep it simple and just that, and you know, get a nice cheap wine from the store, maybe, eco. I don't know, I'm not really good with alcohol, like I said, I don't really drink. So maybe Eco Falls or some cheap wine, something look pretty. Lemon rosé one's another one, that pink. You can just have that and go back to the house, just chill, play some games, talk. I really like talking. I find talking therapeutic. I mean, I can talk for days, like I always say, but I really enjoy talking anyway. You know what I don't understand? Some guys will be like, hell, girls like money too much. Oh, girls are gold diggers. I'm sorry, but when you're driving, coming up to me with your Range Rover, did you think I was going to think, oh no, this guy doesn't have money? Like, why you, if you're going to portray yourself as a rich person, you're driving Range, you want to take me to the Shard and whatever, like you want to wine and dine me or whatever, of course I'm going to think you have money. So if I'm not asking for the money, and I want to say, oh, you're a gold, I personally don't find it comfortable asking guys for money like that. But like if I was that girl to be like, I need £60 to do my hair or whatever, you need to be ready to splash up, because that's the impression you gave me when you first came to me. You gave me that impression that you're about that life, like you can anything you want, girl. I mean, you can't really blame girls, you just gotta do what you gotta do. You brought an image, make that image consistent, don't be complaining. Does the price of the ring matter? When I'm out here and I'm single, and I see on Instagram and everywhere else on social media that people are getting married on a daily basis, every weekend there's a new wedding and people are getting engaged and all that stuff, why am I gonna now say that the ring has to cost a certain amount of money? Why does the ring matter? At the end of the day, how many people do actually wear their engagement ring once they get married, like forever? Some people sell it, you just, for me personally, it doesn't matter. The price of the ring doesn't matter. It's the thought that counts. At these times, people are out here, can't even afford anything whatsoever, and you're complaining about the price of an engagement ring. Come on, honey, get yourself together. It's not that deep. There's other crises in the world than thinking about how much your engagement ring costs. Okay, get over yourself. But at the same time, I do believe that the proposal in itself should be very it should be thought through. Like, you can't just be over the table whilst we're just eating Burger King or McDonald's and you want to say, would you marry me, and you have the ring there. Nah, mate, if you want to be in McDonald's, cool. You want to be in Burger King, cool, but you got to drop on that knee, my G. Like, you have to actually get on your knee, like make it look like you actually made an effort. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing, effort. Like the whole Valentine's Day thing, it's like effort is the key word. I don't mind where we go or what we do, as long as I feel like you've made effort to try to make it special, and vice versa. I feel like Valentine's Day is not one way. It's not just for the girls. It's not just for us to enjoy and wear whatever we want to wear and just feel special. It's both ways. We're both in this relationship together. The same way I want to feel special, it's the same way I'm going to make you feel special. It's give and take here. It's not Valentine's Day does not have a clause saying this is for the females, okay? So I never really quite understood why girls just relax. They just want to just wake up and it's like Valentine's Day, want to have breakfast in bed. Why can't you prepare the breakfast in bed as well? Like, you can try something. Why can't you say, oh babe, this year, especially if you're in a relationship, if it's a relationship that you've been in for a while, why is it every year you're expecting the guy to do stuff for you? Why don't you say, oh, let's go to Greece this Valentine's Day. I got this, all you gotta do is just bring yourself. Let's go on a vacation. So I really don't understand that whole it's a one-sided thing. I don't agree with it. What's your worst Valentine's Day experience? I don't really know. I don't think I've had a worst Valentine's Day experience. I think I would say that probably the worst experience I've had in the period of Valentine's Day is finding out that an ex-boyfriend of mine had a girlfriend who wasn't me 2 days, 3 days before Valentine's Day, and that caused the relationship to go down. So prior to Valentine's Day, I actually did lose. I lost him because he died or whatever. But no, he didn't die, but he was dead to me from that day when I found out that he was in a relationship with somebody else. And it was a few days before Valentine's Day, so that's got to be the worst experience of Valentine, not the actual day, but the season in itself. So advice for a new relationship and advice for moving to a girl or a boy, because you know, 2018, girls, I believe girls can move to guys now. I just don't believe girls can propose. Like, that's crazy, that blows my mind. Girls can never, no. That's strange to me. I'm not proposing to no man, never. I'm not going on my knees, give a guy a ring. What for? We have roles to play, honey, and that's not my role, okay? But advice for a new relationship would just to keep the communication going. Like, communication is key to everything, not just in a relationship. In everything that we do, we need to be able to communicate. I mean, if you're not able to communicate, nobody's ever gonna know what's in your mind, what you're feeling, what you have plans, you know, how you're, you know what? I feel like sometimes when a relationship just goes down the drain is when there's a lack of communication. We need to make sure that you're telling your other half what you don't like. Don't keep things in your mind. That's one thing I used to do. Like, I'll just bury it. Like, I'll just be like, okay, I'm gonna bury it, but then it eat you up, and when it comes up in a conversation, it's lethal and it's going to just kaboom. Everything is gonna blow up, honey. So I think communication, like trust, loyalty, you know, the good things you need, no sugar, spice, everything nice in a relationship, everything that you need in a relationship, it's just to keep it good. Like, I'm not a relationship expert, goddamn, I'm single and whatever, so I don't know the best way to keep a relationship 100%. I think most times it's trial and error, but then the basic things of communication, honesty, loyalty, trust have to be the main ingredient in keeping a relationship going, especially when it's a new relationship. You don't want to start a relationship off with a lie or something that's not true about you, or you know, just something that's just absurd. So you need to make sure that you have that communication and that bond, okay? And advice for moving to other half, just to be yourself. Be yourself, just come true, say what you want, you know, put your expectations out there. Like, just say hello. Sometimes hello is okay. Hello, hi. Maybe give a compliment. You know, it's not every day be some crazy guy just sometimes you need respect. Because if you're coming to me with, let me talk to you, let me talk, I'm not gonna stop, because I'm not your dog. I'm really not. I really don't consider myself an animal of that sort, so I'm not going to stop it. Who still talks to people like that though? Anyways, you're talking to me like that in this 2018, that means we're not even gonna I'm not gonna answer you in the first place, or we're not compatible, just there, period. And that's basically, I mean, I do have a lot more content to bring out. I just want to make sure that, you know, like, everybody is just like aware that I'm ready for this, honey. Yes, I'm ready. Like, you know, I'm ready to be on this page, on this channel. I'm ready to just slay. Okay guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this video. I do appreciate every single one of you. Like, it's just small, I'm just starting out, but it's so exciting. Like, I've got so much I want to do, I've got so much I've got planned, and it's just an exciting journey for me, and I'm just hoping that I can stay consistent, and this just opens up so many doors for me that be so happy and, you know, just do what I enjoy doing. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. In the meantime, I wish you lots of lovely moments. Bye.